recording. And
Of
this is
course.
the story. Oh, okay, thank you, Kevin. Number one.
Number one, making the world happier. A smiling face and a word of kindness. John Wanamaker, 1838 to 1922, was a department store pioneer. One day, a young man came to apply for an advertised job opening in the store. Wanamaker himself conducted the interview, and the applicant answered every question with a firm yes or no. He was a strapping young man with impressive academic credential, and no one present at the interview doubted he had nailed the job. Even so, Wanamaker turned it down. He seemed like a fine fellow, he commented one of Wanamaker's aides. Was there something about him he didn't like? Wanamaker explained, he answered all my questions with a plain yes and no instead of yes, sir, or no, sir. If he doesn't know enough to be polite to me, I doubt he would treat customers with the proper consideration. In my store, the customer always comes first. I couldn't possibly hire him. The story illustrates the power of a single word. Wanamaker's employees used to say that one cheery good morning from the boss was enough to make them enjoy a week's work. Their joy in working translated into booming success for the store. People talk about serving society, but nothing does so much to make the world a happier place as a smile and a cheerful hello. Like a performer, Wanamaker brought hope and cheer to all around him. The worst skinflints are those who are stingy with smiles and hellos. All it takes to make others happy is a twinkle in the eye and a word or two. So don't hoard them. The Anglican clergyman Sydney Smith said, will you rise in the morning, form a resolution to make the day a happy one to a fellow creature? By doing this for 10 years, he pointed out, you could make 3,650 people happy, the equivalent of making a charitable donation to an entire town. That would indeed be an act of charity, in keeping with Sukyama's teaching to have a smiling face, and speak words of kindness.
Okay, thank you, Kevin. What stands out to you, or can you explain something about the story?
We have a choice.
Mhm.
I have a choice.
Mm.
I have a choice, regardless of what's going on inside my head. I have a choice as to how I'm going to pursue the day. And by the time said a pleasant hello, how are you? And with a smile, I changed my whole disposition
Mhm.
and that of another person. So
Mhm.
it's an act of charity,
Mhm.
because they may be having a horrible day compared to my just bad day.
Mhm.
And I've changed their attitude and my attitude.
Mhm.
Ah,
Mhm. Mm. Yeah, something as simple as that, smiling and words of greeting. Yeah, it can make other people happy. And if we keep doing this for 10 years, then one could make
a lot of people.
3,600 people happy. Yeah, that's the equivalent of making a charitable donation to an entire town. Hmm. Yeah, so it's not so difficult if we had the resolve or the intention, the desire to make the world a brighter one. But most people, so why do you think this is so difficult to practice for most people?
people people are self-centered.
Mhm.
Most people spend the entire day thinking about me, I.
Mhm.
They don't they don't even see other people in the streets.
Mhm.
When I would sit on a bus stop, sometimes I will sit there and I'll just look at the cars go by and the people, they aren't even present. They're already where they're going. They're already when they come back at home. They're not thinking about the next 2 minutes or the person next to them. They're
Mhm.
just robots, you
Mhm.
know, and they're self centered. They're obsessed with themselves and their little life.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, they don't have a strong reason to connect to others, and
Yeah,
it's like why bother, right? Mm.
yeah.
Mhm. So in a
They
sense,
don't
yeah. Hmm.
they don't understand that we're all connected.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know, it's like we're like this, and here's the source,
Hmm.
and everybody's out here doing their own thing in their own world. You
Hmm.
know, one of my favorite songs, the line is, we all live in one world. No, we're all in one world, but we all live in different worlds. You know, that's sad.
Hmm. Yeah. So that's the characteristic of self-power faith.
Yeah,
It's self-made and it's diverse, distinct from person to person, and it's very isolating because it's, yeah, self-centered. Hmm. So once we enter other power faith, then the world we experience will be the same absolute happiness. Yeah, your absolute happiness and my absolute happiness becomes one and identical thing. Because if they're different, then that means we're talking about relative happiness. Hmm. Yeah. So, in a sense, it's so difficult to connect to others or greet them cheerfully or even smile because, well, not smiling in a sense because life is so hard. We are in an ocean of tribulations. So, people, like you said, yeah, they're self absorbed and yeah, unconsciously they feel the pain or also the darkness of not knowing what this is all about. Why am I here?
that's the oldest question in the world. What is this for?
Mhm.
And if they don't have belief in something beyond this, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bleak because then you just don't care.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
they won't even pretend.
Mhm. Yeah.
I
So
think
people
most people
develop
pretend.
apathy.
Yes, apathy. Great
Mm.
word.
Yeah. Mm. Someone was asking, what's the difference between ignorance and apathy? And the response is like a joke. The response is, so it's the difference between ignorance and apathy. And the response is, I don't know and I don't care.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. I
Yeah.
don't know is ignorance.
Hmm.
Apathy, I don't care.
Yeah. So people don't know what they don't know. If we are in the dark, we don't recognize that we are in the dark. Yeah. Only when
Because
it's
what we know,
contrasted by light, right, can we know we were in the dark. Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. So that's the purpose of Buddhism to show us the way to have the suffering removed and enable joyfulness in ourselves and other people. So, the more we listen to the teachings, the more clear we become about the purpose of life, why we were born, and why we are living life. Mhm. Once that becomes clear, of course, the greeting and the smiles becomes more natural. Maybe we are more intentional about it. We have a reason.
yes, we do.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just like, yeah, I don't know or I just don't care. We go through life, like you said, like robots. The intention is missing, or mindfulness, purposefulness is missing. Yeah, so let's share with people around us and also be the change we want to see in the world. We don't want to be a skinflint. What's a skinflint?
Jesus, his skin is selfish, greedy, tight. No, not a ounce of charity in him unless it serves his purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, so all it takes is a twinkle in the eye and a word or two. So let's not hoard them.
No.
Beautiful. So thank you, Kevin, for your generosity of your time reading the story.
Ah,
Yeah,
you're
thank you.
welcome.
Good to have Gary with us. Gary is taking care of my cat. I'm very grateful. So,
Yeah, that's
have
a
a,
big deal.
yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And hope you guys have a wonderful Friday, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Yes, I will. Have a
Oh,
good day.
okay, you.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
And
thank you,
thank you.
Gary. Thank you,
I
Kevin.
look forward to meeting you.
Yeah, we're gonna meet up some Friday when I come back.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yes, it
Okay.
does.
Very good. Have a good one. Bye.
You too. Be
Bye.
safe.
Thank you. You too.